But then we'll. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to your place of chill. That is the Coffee Company live here because it is, of course, Monday. We're back. We actually found some time to do a Tottenham on Tour stream. So welcome back to Tottenham on Tour, the world famous home of Levy Gone.
Correct.
It's another beautiful day. It's another beautiful day in the world of the Frank cult, as we're probably known as, because we're supposedly ridiculously over positive. 3-0 win, no dramas. Up to third in the league, second in the league in terms of goals conceded, as in least goals conceded, but joint first in the league with the most goals scored. How lovely is it? It's a lovely... But if you look at Spurs YouTube, or Spurs YouTube, or Spurs Twitter, it's like we're bottom of the league. We've conceded 70 goals. We're losing every week. It's wonderful. But Spurs fans will still find a way of being upsetty spaghetti. I don't have to pitch the video, but why are you being so upsetty spaghetti, as we like to say? But we're joined by Brian. He's back. He's got his shirt on. Okay, what's happening?
And because we haven't been able to do these shows for a little while, let me say it is my esteemed privilege and pleasure to say once again that the Frank therapy session is open for all the Frankaholics that will be joining us on this wonderful day. I am still absolutely exhausted. Was up at 7 a.m. yesterday to get to Everton. Didn't get back till gone 1 o'clock in the morning. An incredible day, an incredible game. We haven't beaten Everton away.
No, mate, it was boring. It was boring as hell. How dare they? Boring.
We haven't beaten Everton away. Couldn't believe it.
7 years.
From the Pochettino 6-2. Hadn't beaten West Ham at West Ham for ages. And we've got those off our backs. And like you said...
It's boring, mate. It's boring with set-piece FC. Set-piece FC, relegation fodder. It's boring. It's boring.
Look, when he came in, we'll get into the game and everything. When Thomas Frank came in, everyone will know how I felt and how I felt for a long time about this man. The most important thing for him to do was to make us hard to beat.
Yeah.
We've lost 2 games out of 14. Most important thing was
only by 1 goal each as well.
The second thing was sort out that defence. And we'll talk about the defenders when we get into this. We've got the second best defence in the league. Third in the league. And, mate, everything is good. Obviously, there's still bits and pieces that need to improve. But if someone has said to us here, going into November, which will be our next Premier League game, you'll be third in the league, hopefully still in the Carabao Cup, having knocked out the holders and putting the Newcastle jinx to one side and unbeaten in the Champions League. Even if I didn't tell you it was a win and 2 draws, every single Spurs fan would have taken it. Every single one of them.
I know I'm making a laugh at it and I'm being overtly positive just to annoy some people because it's funny. I just think before we say hello to the peeps in the chat, we're having our conversation. We don't, even though you are back in the country, Brian, we seem to be speaking less. It seems like we speak more. I know,
it's weird, isn't it? It's weird. We've got to sort of...
The further we are away, the more we speak.
Next week, I'm going to come to the shop.
It's so annoying that people are calling for the manager's head after 14 games when and we will say it. I will say it personally. The best manager we've had in the last 20 years, 25 years or so in this century has been Mauricio Pochettino. Mm-hmm. He's been our most consistent manager. Maybe not our most successful manager, but success and best are two very different things. You can play like the 87 season. We should have won at least something, but we didn't win anything. It's what it happens in football.
Yeah.
But after 14 games, we've got a better record than Pochettino had.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. Let's see what happens. Let's see it develop. It's not perfect, but it's not bad either. But we're going to have to see where it goes. He's got to put some things together. He needs some signings. He needs to get players. People need to get fitter. But without further ado, let's see.
Well, before we do that, I just want to add something to this as well. People will know, or people that know me will know, I had a pretty much, what do I want to say? I don't say breakdown, but seeing obviously as active as I am on Twitter and try to be as engaged as possible, I was going mad with everything being said about Frank, with and the club. I was like, "Are you? This is like literally we're in a brand new era of Spurs, and not just because of Frank, because of obviously Levy going, the board reshuffle, everything going on." And I was like, we have people that keep thinking we're going to sign players and instantly think they're going to hit like Van der Vaart or Klinsmann. Doesn't always work that way.
Just not to interrupt you. This is the best that Micky van der Ven is playing. We're going to go on a 20-minute. We'll get to it. But this is the best that Micky van der Ven has been playing. It's taken him 3 years. This is his third season at the club, and Micky van der Ven is he is ridiculous. He is ridiculously good. Like, and people were questioning how good he is as a footballer last year because of whatever reason. Not only is he a class defender, he doesn't need his pace. And people were saying, "Oh, party trick, he's only good because of his pace." Not only is he a ridiculously good defender. And we'll talk about the set pieces, the goals he's scoring. He's our top scorer this year, isn't he? He's our top scorer. He's our top scorer because he's just a joke. But let's say hello to everyone in the chat.
No, I haven't finished what I was saying before you interrupted me.
Yeah,
I haven't finished.
Finish it.
That's why I don't like you. I completely forgot where I was now. People thinking that players are just going to jump up. Happen straight away. And after Wednesday, people, and I know a lot of them, there are a lot of Twitter accounts that are so bitter about Ange Postecoglou that they just literally, and it's just not just them, it's like, oh my God, it's boring. Mate, give me a boring 3-0 or a boring 1-0 or a boring 2-0 over a free-flowing and you don't know what you're going to get. Give me 100 boring 1-0s every single day of the week.
It's so not stressful.
Give me every single day of the week. There's tactical battles going on. The man who's only just getting started. Like you said, we've reeled off third in the league, highest goal scorers, second best defence, best away form. Hoodoos against Everton away, West Ham away, gone. Players aren't in free flow yet. Mwani's coming back. There's so much to look forward to. But give me, if this is how we play for the rest of the season, we carried on doing what we're doing, mate, I will be delighted with this season. Delighted.
Let's see who's in the chat to take us through the show. There are 42 of you so far, but we expect a few more. Good to see you, everyone. We've got the number one Agamar in the world. Good to see you, buddy. Hopefully you're well. Curly Norman's in the house. Captain, my captain. Yes, Micky van der Ven. Andrew Gregory, the first YouTube member, clocking in for the day. You got your nephew Isaac's in the house.
I'm
Good
sure
to
Noah's
see you.
watching as
And
well, so big
hi.
up, Noah.
Scott M's in the house. Good to see you, buddy.
morning,
Jason
Scotty.
Bell, YouTube member. Darren Johnson. Marianne, YouTube member. Barbaric Disdain. Good to see you,
Big up,
buddy.
Noah.
Craig O'Sullivan. Good to see you, buddy. YouTube member. All Things Tottenham. Andy Lloyd. Ian Ferguson, YouTube member. Billy's in the house. Phil President. Good to see you, buddy. Wayne Bonner, Mr. 67 Screens, as you like to call him.
Yep.
YouTube member. King Oasis, Lily
Big up,
White
King.
Army, Marianne, YouTube member. Well, Angus in the house. Oh, I'm going to cook Angus as well because there's a certain player in the Premier League that every time that he gets a chance, he likes to talk shit about this player. And we're going to talk about Angus's favourite Tottenham player because he likes to talk shit about him, and we're going to talk about his stats in a bit. Brandon Wallace is in the house. Good to see you, buddy. Jason Bell, YouTube member. Eric's in the house. Sam's in the house. DJ Samuel, good to see you, buddy.
Yeah.
Colin Crossamano. Rain Man, good to see you. Yes, it is a meltdown-free zone. We're just going to have a...
Completely. This is a tongue-in-cheek, rage-baiting the meltdown people. The meltdown-ease, would you call them?
Richard Bird from Montreal, good to
Rich.
see you. Hopefully, yes, indeed, Rob, indeed. James,
just read. No, go back and read that out. That needs reading out. I saw that coming in.
Yes, all he has done is made our defence solid, provided some consistency, and handled the press perfectly. What a disgrace!
This is rage baiting. I love it, and I'm all for it. I'm all for it.
James Cook, Singularity, Frosty Ghost. Good to see you, Andy Lloyd. We've said hello. Right. It's rather lovely. Actually, no, I'm going to start with the Angus cooking because I love Angus. And he knows Angus likes to talk to me about Pedro Porro every single week, telling me he can't defend. He's not good going forward. He's crap. He's this. He's that. Let's reel off some of Pedro Porro's stats. Let's ravel off because I was given this by Craig O'Sullivan this morning. Big up, buddy. Pedro Porro in the Premier League so far this season. Defensive duels.
Before you go there, Ben, you got to make it before people say this is against other fullbacks in the Premier League, not other defenders, right? This is against other fullbacks
in the Premier League. Pedro Porro versus the other Premier League fullbacks. Defensive duels. First, possessions won, first, progressive actions, first, crosses into the box, first, forward passes, first, long passes completed, first, progressive passes completed, first, through passes completed, first, passes into the final third, first, and finally, passes to the penalty box, first. So, yes, Pedro Porro shit, everyone. Pedro Porro shit. How bad is Pedro Porro?
Just like Thomas Frank, everyone is doing
He's
terrible.
Crap.
I will say, before we go talking about the game, I have to, obviously I went with Ben from We Are Tottenham TV. Johnny was there. Ryan Isaacs was there. I saw loads of people, but obviously our little brother, Matty K, got done over for a ticket, but thankfully I was able to get him a spare once he came and sat with us. And obviously, we're at Everton's new stadium.
Yeah, it was great.
Mate, I'll tell you what. Outside, it looks amazing.
Yeah.
When you get inside, obviously, we're in the away end, so we don't get, what our home end is like. I'm sure that not as glamorous, but I'm sure it's a nice stadium. It is actually a very nice stadium. It's very generic. It's like, when Nike make up kits. It's like,
I was saying this to my dad yesterday, Brian. I was saying this to my dad. Look at this. The Everton Stadium is a football stadium. That is a pure football stadium. Yes, it's new. It's a pure football stadium. No one can complain how good I think we're comparing the Everton Stadium to the Spurs. No stadium's as good as the Spurs Stadium. It's a good stadium.
Yeah. Yeah, listen, we got there. Do you know what? One of the things I told was by Everton fans that I know was like, Brian, when you get there, the stadium is very, very noisy. It's going to be very, very noisy. We will call, mate, apart from when they scored their goal, when they came out when they had their disallowed goal and when they wanted to complain about time wasting or decisions, they were kept quiet. Once again, the Spurs away fan base are the best ever. They were so loud. We were so loud, and it was just an awesome day. I just can't. Obviously, we had the long coach ride up there, long coach ride back, and then the M1. There was a massive 4-car pile up. So just as we were approaching home, we had an extra hour and a half put onto our journey, which was lovely. But yeah, listen, it was a great day out, and we'll talk about the game. I mean, where do you want to go with it to start off with, Ben?
I think we should start with Micky van the VEN.
No, if you're going to do this, Ben, sorry, let's listen. There's people that deserve enormous amount of credit, and if we're going to do this in like positional order, let's start with Vicario.
We need to bring on James Flower, don't we?
No, we don't. I mean, listen, he's come. Do you know what? He's come under a lot of stick. And some of it completely warranted. Monaco, he was sensational, but that overhead kick save and the double deflection one. We've had a few games of Vicario the wobble, or more than a few. We've just seen 2 of probably his greatest games in the Spurs shirt. Monaco probably was his greatest but performance in the Spurs shirt. But as we always say on this channel, if we are going to be big enough to get criticism on people, you have to be man enough to give credit. And boy, does he earn credit for that performance. And I've even seen people say, well done, Vicario saved balls, that's his job. This is what we've become. It's not like, do you know what, you actually played bloody well, Vicario, well done. It's like, big breaking news, goalkeeper saved shots, job done. It's like, he was fantastic yesterday.
He was. It's going to be very difficult, but I would say before we give Vic the praise he deserves, because that overhead kick save, that was outrageous. Yep. Yeah, absolutely no right to save that. It was pouring with rain. It was slippery. It wasn't even with his hand. He saved it with his wrist as well. So it's a difficult one because it's coming down to the left. The ball's going all over the place. He had absolutely no right to save that. It was a brilliant save.
The other thing I loved about Vicario yesterday, I don't know if you guys saw it. I don't know if the TV cameras went to it. When they scored their goal, Vicario was going nuts. He went absolutely. None of the other players. You know, like when they want to see people were appealing for a penalty. When that goal didn't go in, he was going nuts. He was completely convinced. Big up, Rich's brother, Thomas Frank. Thomas Frank. He was going absolutely berserk. I know VAR probably would have checked it like they check all goals, but he would not let the referee go. He would not let the referee go, and he had obviously I think they would have looked at it. But no, mate. Do you know what, Scott? Listen, I've seen Vicario live on numerous occasions, not as much as Ben, but he proper was going like he was absolutely, and he was actually, I think he was going like this, saying there might have been a handball, and not realising it had been an offside. But he knew something weren't right. And can I just say, can you just very quickly just pause the show for 1 second? Can you just happy birthday to you? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ruby. Happy birthday to you.
Excellent work, sir. Excellent work.
See, I'm the positive guy now. People are like, what the hell has happened to Dagul?
What's happened to us? We used to be I used to be called Eel. Everyone's going to be calling me Tigger or something. I don't know, something really positive. No. Angus, no.
It wasn't a foul, mate. It was 2 offsides interfering with play. So if you're going to...
He was offside and pushing the goalkeeper. It's offside. No. What do you mean?
It was offside.
It was offside. He was behind the play.
It's being stupid and it's being imbecilic.
Will's whistle. So he was pushing him in the back. He was offside. It's offside.
Yeah.
Well, that just
exactly.
sums up a Gooner. That just sums up a Gooner.
It was clear as day offside. You can't stand behind the
Okay.
goalkeeper. As soon as you interfere with play, and you can face palm Angus, but if that was you guys and that was given, you would be saying it's a great decision.
Exactly.
He was behind, he was offside, and the moment you touch the goalkeeper in an offside position, you are interfering with play.
Mm-hmm.
That is what that is.
I have to say, as much as I love Angus, he is the most tunnel visioned, blind as a bat. If it happens to Arsenal, it's a foul. If it happens to any other team, it isn't. That you will ever find. I love him dearly. I love Angus dearly. But always the same with you, Angus. Always the same. Always.
But it's as soon as they touch Vic, they're offside. It's just how football works. It's black and white. It's black and white. It's
Angus, you're not top of the league. Your team are. Just because you're top of the league doesn't mean everything you say is correct. It don't work that way, buddy. Does that mean I can go to people? I can go speak to Liverpool fans and go, "Well, you're wrong because I'm third in the league." Is that what we're doing now? That wherever you are in the league, you can talk and say, "Yeah, everything is wrong," because you're hyped. I love you, Angus. But yes, right, Joe. Let's not get sidetracked.
I hate everyone.
You want to speak about a centre back. We all want to speak about a centre back, and then I want to speak about someone.
Yeah.
But
Let's go. Let's talk about Micky van der Ven, and we will talk about Danso as well because we both love those two. Micky van der Ven, under this management, has gone from being a good player to sensational. Because now he can show you that he isn't a party trick footballer anymore. I know a lot of the good footballers do have a party trick that separates them from the pack. And we thought that was going to be with Micky van der Ven, his sheer ridiculous pace. Because I don't think there's any player in the league that can keep up with him speed-wise. I think his speed... But he doesn't have to use it anymore. It's wonderful, isn't it? That when you put a solid defence around him, a solid midfield in front of him, and he can just be him, he's showing how good of a player he is. The tight turns, the moving it out the back, he's showing that he can be, but not only the guy, because I believe in a defence, you've always got to have an aggressor and you've always got to have one with a bit of class. Think Vidic and Ferdinand. I'm not comparing him to either of those two. You've always got to have one or the other. You can't have two guidey ones and you can't have two defensive rocks unless you're playing what's it called, sort of a low blocky style old school formation. He's showing that not only can he be that get off me, like Jordan Pickford trying to harangue him to stop him. Get off me, mate. Just go. Just get off. Goodbye, little fly. Goodbye, flapper. I'm just going to give you that. And it's a goal. He's showing absolute ruthlessness at the back in defence and going forward. And I think he's now being coached to be a great defender because it's borderline scary. If Micky van der Ven keeps playing like this, he will be at Real Madrid next year. He will be at Barcelona next year. He will be at one. Well, we're only paying him 50 grand a week. We've got to give him
to get done.
He needs that to get done. We need to be paying this man idiotic money. He is so good, and I think he's almost like. You've got with your leadership team, you've got Romero, who's a bit more fiery. He's a bit more aggressive. I think when Micky van der Ven is captain, I'm sort of really calm because I think he's got a bit of a nastiness in him, but he's so calm, and I think everything just flows really nicely for him. I'm such a big fan.
Oh,
he's marvelous.
He's my favourite player. He's my favourite player with Porro. What I will say with this is, first of all, I am going to give Ange Postecoglou's team a bit of credit for something, which is obviously whether it's the medical team, whether it was the coaching team, whatever, that said, right, we need to change his running style to get the best out of him because we think that's hampering his hamstrings. Obviously, playing too many games non-stop and having to do last-ditch defending weren't helping. But he has been solid. I mean, fitness-wise, touch wood so far. Everyone, like you said, we went into this season and the big asking was, can this guy defend without having to use his pace non-stop to get people out of trouble?
Yep.
And the answer is the most overly resounding, massive, huge, hell yes he can.
Yep.
And one of the biggest, or the criticism that a lot of Spurs fans, a majority, say that if he could improve one attribute, what would it be? People would say it was his heading. Well, that's come on leaps and bounds, both defensively and attacking wise. When it comes to his new contract, this will again show the pay we put him on and how high we get him on his salary and how long this deal is, will be another sign that ENIC do mean business. If we start moving this wage bill up, he as a defender this season has been magnificent. Big up, Fran, darling. Has been magnificent. He is absolutely incredible. He is scoring goals. I mean, Frank spoke so complimentary of him yesterday. You got to remember, he's captain. He's still, how old is he? 22, 23?
Yeah.
He's captain of Tottenham Hotspur. And obviously, you got your Bentancurs, your Vicarios. You got other players there, Poros, that have been at Tottenham longer. Oh, no, Vicario's been the same time, hasn't he? He's been a wonderful addition to the leadership team. His defending has got better. His attack, obviously, he didn't score a goal last season. He's got 5 in 14 games. Big up, Ryan.
Big up, Ryan.
He's got 5 in 14 games. And I just hope he's on 50 now. I hope we don't just double his wages. This guy deserves a lot more.
He needs to be. He's got to be on minimum 160, 170 grand a week at Spurs.
Mate, if they put him in the higher echelons, which he did. Yeah, I've got this. You got to remember as well. The people that I went on the coach with, a lot of people have got contacts and inside people, and they're wholly trustworthy. They were saying that they spoke to someone that worked at the training ground, and since Frank's come in, the amount of changes he's made to the training grounds, the fitness room, the warm-up room in the stadium before games, and the recovery areas completely revamped. And they said, you know what? They are coaching on another fucking level at the moment, like nothing they've seen before. They have said, like, there is wholesale changes, and they're saying they haven't seen the players happier in a long, and they included Poch in that. Yeah. They said, what is at the club right now is an incredible, and again, Frank's only been here a little while. Frank is a fantastic manager.
But it goes to show, isn't it, that if you I think Micky van der Ven is a thoroughbred. There are players that are good athletes. I think Micky van der Ven is a thoroughbred as an athlete, which means you've got to look after him more, because once something goes, that can really hamper it. He is a thoroughbred, so you don't want him to do those idiotic runs 5, 6, 7, 8 times a game, 90-yard gut-busting runs, having to cover loads of ground and then slow down to make the tackle. He can now use his pace in a more positive way, which is coming out the back, a few times, passing the ball around the corner and then being able to drive into that space with his pace. He can now use his pace into a more effective way for the team rather than just having to use it reactionary.
Well,
And that's just going to make sure it's going to build his fitness up more.
It's not just that, Ben. I mean, we're going to go on to Danso, but there's a reason as well. Van de Ven has been able to do what he's doing as well.
Yeah.
And we'll come to that player after this player.
Yeah.
I am in love with Kevin Danso. I've been in love with him since we signed him. I no, honestly, Ben will tell you, as in Ben, we are Tottenham TV. I love him. I absolutely love this guy. Did you see the record that he created yesterday?
Yes.
He made 18 clearances or 18 defensive blocks and distribution, which is the best since 2016 from a Spurs defender. And you think about the defenders we've had in that time.
Well, 2016, that's prime Vertonghen and Alderweireld.
So you're looking at this as well. Kevin Danso is a defender that just loves defending. This guy does not lose an aerial duel. He is so dominant in the air. He is such a tower. He's a man mountain. He was absolutely flawless yesterday. He was absolutely, and
he's got.
We were having this discussion on the coach up there, or on the coach back. When have we ever had a defender like Danso this good as the third choice?
We haven't.
Because I cannot remember a time. Honestly, I cannot. Maybe people of Colin Cross may know, but I cannot think. I wonder what the chat think. I cannot think.
Danso not as good going forward. Not as good going forward as this person I'm about. He's got defensively. He's got a bit of Ledley King about him, doesn't he? He's got that he's got this aura about him. He's got this whenever he goes for a tackle, he can really he wins the ball, and he wins the ball fairly. He's got this lovely suaveness about him when he defends.
Yeah,
he's got this. I think he's just he's not as good going forward as Ledley King. Ledley King was a freak. How good he was. I love that man as a footballer.
You know what it is, though, Ben? What I'm going to say with this is, first of all, I will say to Andy Lowe, because I saw this. When he's back, he's going to do so much better in a Frank system than an Ange system.
Oh, he is.
Just because dropping deep. But getting back to Kevin Danso, you know what? Everyone said Kevin Danso actually was driving with the ball yesterday better than I've ever seen him do it. But you know what? The one thing that gets me, and you're not the only one to say it, is his progress. I know modern football's changed, but like we said with Ferdinand and Vidic, you sometimes just need a defender that will defend with his life. His life, block everything. It's never been a defender. I mean, obviously Romero now, and you've got all these defenders that can pass.
Actually, no, I can, mate. I can answer your question, because during the Champions League era, we had Woodgate, we had Gallas.
Woodgate never played in the Champions League,
wasn't he? Oh no, he wasn't. We had Gallas, we had Ledley King, and we had Dawson. We had those three as our centre backs.
Yeah, but I think Danso's up there. Gallas, we got Gallas at the end of his career. I think Danso. I thought
Gallas was excellent.
And I'll tell you the question we have with Ben. Let's see what people think with this. As we stick to Danso, me and Ben were trying to think about this, and we said he's got to be right up there in the top 2 or 3. In the last 4 transfer windows, where would you put Kevin Danso? As in, and remember, this isn't just how good he is. We're talking value for money. The way he's settled, the performances he's putting in. I think he's literally over the last 4 windows. Let's just say over Ange. Let's just say over the Ange and obviously the Frank window. So you've got, what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 windows with Ange.
Yeah.
And then obviously the one with Frank. I think Kevin Danso is right up there in the top 3. It's not top 2.
He's a very astute signing. He's
incredible. One of the. Do you know what? This is the thing. When we went to sign him, I didn't know enough about him, so I wasn't going to cast judgment. But so many fans go, "Oh my God, we're going for Leeds rejects." I mean, Wolves rejects now, or Wolves cast-offs.
Wolves have had some good players over the years.
Exactly. Wolves have got
Wolves
an
have had some good
incredible...
players over the years.
Mate, they have signed some phenomenal players, but as Ryan will know in here, unfortunately, like they've done this year, they get rid of Cunha, Antonori, and they don't replace them. Kevin Danso, mate, if we had paid 40 for a million, if we had paid double 40 million for him,
Oh, yeah.
I would have said we still got a bargain.
Wolves had Vitinha a few years ago. Imagine we signed Vitinha, who's quality. Imagine, we're signing Wolves rejects.
Mate,
Vitinha.
he was brilliant. But now what we do, I want to progress onto a player, and he has made everyone's life at Spurs so much easier, and especially Micky van der Ven.
Yeah,
with his hamstring and everything. They always say don't fall in love with a lone player.
Yeah.
Well, I am totally sorry.
Yeah, we've broken the rules. I think we've all broken the rules with this,
mate,
man.
I am in awe. Do you know what? I've always said, do you know what? You don't really know how good a player is until he's gone, until he's out of the team for whether it be injury, suspension, sold. And obviously, we've been missing that player for so long. And we've needed a 6 so bad. Of course, VDV would be top for me, Scott, by far. But I think Danso, honestly, is number 2 in all honesty. I think that's how good he's been. But yeah, what Paulinho does for this football team and the impact he has made, and I'll tell you what, he's caught Frankitis. If you watch his interview with Miles for Spurs TV yesterday, you know how much Thomas Frank loves the word top?
Yeah.
He says top throughout the interview. Top this, top that, top this, top that. Paulinho, for me, personally, was one of the best signings of the entire Premier League window.
Yeah.
And when I say that, I mean for how badly you needed that player and the caliber of player. He's so
good. He's so good.
He is. You've got the pleasure of seeing him every other week, buddy. And do you know what? I did it again yesterday. I did my Paulinho player cam. I have never seen a player, probably apart from Palacios and maybe Wanyama, for Spurs, this is not World Football, where you're watching them live and you literally watch them. Not the game that's going on, the game. His anticipation and reading of the game is unbelievable. Every time he can sniff danger, he's there, and then 2 seconds later,
he sniffs danger and he flies, and he doesn't like. It's not. Is that I know a lot of players when they get to because he's 30, isn't it? He's 30 now.
Yeah.
A lot when they get 30, they'd be a bit more careful because they know an injury is a problem for them because they're not going to recover as. But Paulinho doesn't care. He flies into tackles, slams into tackles. No care about his own well. He just flies. He just stops it. Bang. Reduce.
I'm going to make such a bold statement about him. I'm just making a very bold statement about him. I think he is the best sliding tackler of the ball in world football.
Oh, that's a
in midfield. I think he's the best, mate. He honestly, in world football, when it comes to sliding tackles, this man is just his. Do you know what? I think it's actually a dying art. You know, like the diving header. You hardly see that anymore.
Yeah.
When it comes to sliding tackles, to me. And what a shock! Angus disagrees. Who would have thought it? He is the best in world football, in my opinion. Easily. Easily.
Paulinho is he's like Højbjerg, but a good footballer. I don't think Højbjerg is a good footballer, but he was good at what he was good at. But the good thing about Paulinho, he isn't just a defender. When he gets on the ball, he can drive forward with it and get people out of danger as well. By being able to carry the ball, be a bit calm with it, and then win a foul and get us up the pitch. He can do that as well. He can just do everything when he needs to.
When's Madders back?
Next year. He's not back next year. People are slamming this player, and I thought this player was excellent yesterday. And I'm gonna name it. And I think people need to stop making scapegoats of players, because I think Spurs fans love to do that. I thought Rodrigo Bentancur yesterday was excellent. I thought he was brilliant. For the first goal, the clever shoulder back into the area, flying into tackles again. Whenever Everton looked like they were going to make a break, stopped it in its tracks, made a foul cleverly so he didn't earn a booking. I thought he was excellent yesterday. And I think Spurs fans need to stop making... Bentancur and Paulinho doesn't work. Rubbish. Just rubbish. That's not the reason. It's rubbish. It's rubbish that people are scapegoating Bentancur, because I thought he was excellent yesterday.
It was by far his best game of the season. Before I do that, I just want to say, Nightmare Kid, this is unfortunate. Well, fortunately or unfortunately, it's become a part of world football, or the Premier League, shall I say. And is it sustainable? Just look down the road at the filth, who've been doing it for years and years.
Yeah.
And
Arsenal, it's a really amazing... Arsenal are 15th in the league when it comes to open play goals, yet they're top of the table.
Yep. But getting back to Bentancur...
Do you think Arsenal fans care that they're set piece FC? Do you think they care?
Exactly.
No?
So going back to Bentancur, there's a lot to say about this. Spurs fans don't have any issue with this combination away from home. There's none. There's at home in certain games where we needed to have a bit more oomph about us to do things. That's where it hasn't really worked. But then you could say the front line hasn't really had any spark about it. But you know what? What actually helped as well yesterday, and I loved that Frank played them too yesterday. I even wanted Sarr to start, but what I loved yesterday, and it hasn't been spoken about enough from what I've been seeing, Frank after Villa, after Monaco, again, had so many criticisms. Saying, it's always the same. Why doesn't he change? He started this game with Kudus in the 10, Shabby on the left, and Brennan back on his strongest side, the right. And Mawani, who was a big call to make, and we'll get onto him. If you're going to experiment with something, and you're going to try and mix it up, because that's a very progressive forward line. Kudus had a very good game. Then literally, you look at it, and you're like, do you know what? If you're going to experiment with something up top, we need some cover at the back. Big up Communications, Marcus. Big up, Brody. Then you're going to need some solidity and some power, some strength, some guard, whatever you want.
Yeah.
So Thomas Frank made quite a few changes yesterday to the style of play. Or sorry, the formation or the positions. And when you're going to do that, and who is anyone to say anyone to Thomas Frank when it comes to who he picks away from home? Best in the Premier League this season so far. And before you say no, it's not Angus. Yes, it is. The best away form in the Premier League. So
it's a fact. You can't deny it. It's a fact.
Angus will find a way.
So far,
he's first and we're third. Because we're first, he's third, so he'll find a way. So they did that, and they were great yesterday. Bentancur by far had his best game of the season. He was. It was nice to see the roles reversed, and it was him getting the assist for Van de Ven rather than Paulinho giving him the assist last Wednesday. So mate, things are looking very, very good. And you got to remember, players are coming back, and players coming back. The biggest shock of that formation was Mawani starting.
Yep.
And he
I thought he played
well.
okay yesterday as well. I thought he played okay.
Do you know what? He did so much defensive work. His hold-up play was very, very for just coming back and getting his first 60 minutes under his belt and getting more and more minutes. He did really well. Once we get Xavi firing, once we get, let's say, a Kulu back or whoever's coming back, or they start purring, there's so much to look forward to. There's so much to look forward to, and I think Mawani will be the one because God knows where Solanke is.
Yeah.
God knows where he is.
The rumours are now circulating. The rumours are now circulating that Thomas Frank is not impressed with Solanke at all. That is the rumour that Thomas Frank wants rid of him, and it also there's rumours of both our recognised strikers that are on a permanent because Kolo Muani is a lone player. It's very, very rumoured that Frank wants rid of both of them in January. He wants rid of both of them, not just he wants to cut them both out. Which will be very interesting.
Ben, I will say with that again, this is just the rumour mill and everything's starting to gathering some momentum now because obviously January is coming quicker and quicker. When they're saying he's not impressed with Solanke, Frank, this is obviously, I don't know how he's had any time to be impressed with Solanke because he had a few minutes in pre-season and then he's been out, then he trained and he broke down. Maybe he's unhappy with that part of his game. Listen, he may have seen enough in prior seasons to say, yeah, he's not for me. But do you know what? If Spurs ship out a Richarlison or a Solanke in January, well done, Thomas Frank. Well done, Paratici. Well done, Vinay. Well done, Charlie, and all hail Princess Vivian, because it will show that Spurs get players out the door now. We're not waiting for contracts to die down. We're not just sitting around and letting them stagnate. If we were to get Solanke out the door, let's just say in January, that's a huge sign for me that things. It's another brick to put on the wall to say, do you know what? I said I'd give Enoch 2 windows, and so far they're making all the right sounds and doing the right things. So if we can get rid of a Solanke, well, you look at it now, who's easier to get rid of? A Solanke, who at the right team could bang goals in, but hasn't had any game time, or a Richarlison. I don't think unless it's Everton.
I agree with Colin. I would make a really good deal to get Richarlison back to Everton. I think it's a bit of what's it called? What's the word? For some reason, Everton just love Richarlison. I don't understand
the reception he got, Jesus Christ.
I don't understand why they love him so much because sentimental. They're sentimental. If there's a deal on the table to get Richarlison out the door, get rid of him. Now that he's fit as well, he's much more sellable now he's fit. I don't know how they've solved his fitness issue. They've seemed to have solved it.
Don't speak too soon, but what I will say this, but it won't help us in the immediate future. But obviously, rumours broke last week that we're after, or rumoured to be around, Ndai from Everton. If any deal for him comes about, it'll be for him to join us in the summer.
Yeah,
I would do anything to sell Richarlison to them, but to take some money off Ndai, and we get him in the summer. But then that still leaves us needing another striker.
Yeah.
And it could be Tony, it could be Vlahovic, it could be whoever. And do you know what, Ryan? Not only is he quality, I'd never seen him live before. Live, what I've seen with him, he's not that, mate, he is so powerful. And he did a little piece of magic on was he on the right or the left at this point? I think he was on the, because he can play right or left, where he just danced around 3 players and we had to hack him down to get him. He is so powerful. And I will say, was Jack Grealish playing yesterday? Because I didn't bloody see him.
He did a few really good things, Jack Grealish. He did a few really good
We
things.
kept
But he
him so
wasn't,
quiet.
he
Like,
wasn't
compared to what
effective.
the impact he's had on every other game, and Spurs fans going, we want him, we should have got him. We kept him quiet. But I tell you what, that and Die, if we could get him as the winger, in part of the Richarlison deal, I think he like who was it that said it? Yeah, Ryan. I think he is an absolutely not incredible. I think he's a player with real talent, real talent.
And Dyer's a good player.
He's a very mate. Seeing him live was impressive. He was very impressive yesterday.
I've said this on the channel before, Brian. I would try and sign Ivan Toney if we can get him. I think we need an Ivan Toney type player, someone who's going to be. I think he would complement Kolo Muani brilliantly to allow, because someone said it earlier. The runs that Kolo Muani makes are very intense. The runs he makes and the way how he's not in the same place. He's always looking in that little bit of. He makes some really intelligent runs, but what would really work with him is a player that can grab hold of the ball and spin it around the corner and put it through that channel for him. Because he showed yesterday how good on the ball he is, and he's still, I think, 50% fit. I don't think he's anywhere near full fitness. He showed some really intelligent bits of play yesterday, and I'd like to see him play with a player like an Ivan Toney. I think that would really work with him.
I will tell you now. I'm going to say this statement. I'm 100% convinced. 100% convinced. But if we go and sign a striker on loan, I will be 1,000,000% convinced that after the World Cup, the golden boy comes back. Mm-hmm. I honestly see an Ivan. It will be a loan deal for a striker this January, whether it be a Tony.
Yeah.
Whether it be a Vlahovic, whether it be some other player, but I am totally and utterly convinced that we start the season next year and Harry Kane is in a Spurs shirt. Absolutely.
I'll have to wait and see it. I'm not going to believe it until I see it.
I literally, like I said, I've become the ray of sunshine, mate. I am absolutely.
Isn't the ray of sunshine what's coming through my window yesterday?
Mate, it's absolutely beaming on my head right now. I'm sweating buckets. It's like literally beaming
because
on my
head. The sun's already setting.
Mate, it's Angus. He's not going to Barcelona.
Yeah, Barcelona can't afford his wages. They can't afford his wages.
He's not going to Barcelona.
They can't afford his wages.
As
well as his £50 million transfer fee.
Scott. You and me won't talk about this deal because then things fall through. You go 0, I'll go 100. One of us will be right, and it's going to be me.
Yeah.
It's going to be me. Watch this space. Angus, here we go again. Angus, you've got to improve your communication skills. You've really got to. I've just seen someone in the chat, and when you get to him, there's another sing song coming. We've got Ali, Musa Ali. I just don't think you understand. Mate, how are you, brother? Do you know what I will say when I come back, or when I go back to Toronto?
Big up, Marios.
I'll big up Marios. I cannot wait to bring Late Night Lily White back. I am missing Late Night Lily White so much. And I will tell you now, come January transfer window, there could be a few 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hour ones. So I'm looking forward to getting back, and I'm looking forward to getting. Doesn't matter about your mate. He'll want to come back and get Shearer's record. He wants to come home.
I know for a fact. I know for a fact he wants that. He wants that record.
Well,
he will be in the next year. I know for a fact he wants that record. He really wants that record. He will be back in England in the next year or two. It depends where he goes.
Mate, I know something else for a fact, but I can't say it live, and I'm not going to be broadcasting it to anyone because it'll get out. So, like I said, let's just say yesterday I was with a lot of people that know a lot of people. And yeah, let's just say, watch it. As Angus said,
They
watch
can
this
both
space.
beat Shearer's record, Angus. They can both beat his record.
Exactly, Angus. This is
They
why
can both beat his record.
This is why you're so stupid at times. If he comes back, Angus, he's 48 goals away. If Harry Kane, or when Harry Kane comes back, he is going to score 48 goals before Haaland gets that record. Haaland will only get that record if he actually does stay for another 4 or 5 seasons. So Shearer, if Kane comes back, he breaks it. It may not last as long as Shearer's if Haaland stays.
Like, one of those things, I think Erling Haaland has always wanted to play for Real Madrid. I expect Erling Haaland at some point to play for Real Madrid. He suits them.
Well, he could be the replacement for goddamn Lewandowski at Barca. Very easily.
Could be. Could be. Did you enjoy their new ground?
Yeah, do you know what, Simon? It was. Do you know what? I went to the last time I went to Goodison was years and years and years ago. We're talking Chris Armstrong days of Spurs, and Goodison Park was always a really, really good stadium to go to. Atmosphere always guaranteed. But going to this new stadium, it don't get me wrong, it's a massive improvement. What did he say? What did Angus say?
Take your Spurs glasses off.
I don't need
the
to
most
take any.
The most biased fan in the world.
Angus, so you're telling me if Harry Kane came back, he couldn't score 48 goals quicker than Haaland could score over 150? Is what you're telling me? Honestly, Angus, think sometimes before you type. But and again,
he's
Angus,
so busy trying to wind us up. It's just Harry Kane would easily score.
But let me get back to Simon. I don't want to be rude to Simon. Yeah, listen. The one thing that disappointed me with Everton is big up Kate Darling. Is I'd heard the whole time that, and you could hear it on Match of the Day, that the Everton Stadium had been very, very loud. You could hear the fact. Always used to at Goodison, but we absolutely out. We were all over them. The 3,000 that were there, we non-stop singing. We were so loud. The atmosphere, it just goes to show how loud we can be with 3,000, but how quiet we are with, let's say, 55,000.
Yeah.
Take away the corporate and
something needs to be done. Something needs to be done there.
Yeah, well, there's things being put in place at the moment to try and address this situation. Well, it might not be a quick fix, like whatever, but there is but yeah, no, do you know what? It was nice to go there. And as I said, history making and pub quiz trivia for years and years. You'll be at a pub quiz and it will be who was the first team to beat Everton
at Everton
in the Premier League in their new stadium. And like West Ham have got our number for our stadium, it will forever be Thomas Frank's Tottenham Hotspur. Which is just, mate, listen, it was, if someone had said 3-0 before the game, I don't think anyone predicted 3-0. I predicted 2-1. You go into that game, a very professional. We needed to show that we can grind these results out. Picking these points up, especially with Chelsea, United, and then Arsenal. We got 3 very big Premier League games right now. It was vital to take these points. And you look at it, if these are all coulda, woulda, shouldas, but if we hadn't capitulated against Wolves, if that game against Brighton had another 10 minutes or so to go, we would have won that. And I'm not even going to say the Bournemouth game, because Bournemouth, they just thoroughly deserved it, like absolutely annihilated us. But there could have been another, 4 points on the board, which would have put us, I think, 1 point behind the filth.
Yep.
I mean, last against Villa, if we'd won, we'd gone second.
Yep.
But the fans erupted. We went into this game and we technically could have gone second, but obviously we were the last game, so it depended on results, and Bournemouth won. But we're third. We're third. We're not looking
Nice spot to be
at
in.
the league. We're not looking at the league to look at the bottom half anymore. With everyone saying, remember, everyone was going, bottom half is unacceptable. Tottenham Hotspur should never be in the bottom half, blah, 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 because of where we've been and what we've done. Well, now we're sitting in the top bloody four.
Last year, we were legitimately in a relegation battle. We were legitimately, if the 3 teams below us weren't as bad as they were, we would have been in a relegation battle.
Well, you look at it, that's. Do you know what? Honestly, that's why I think Wolves and West Ham are in big trouble.
Yeah,
big trouble, because for the last few years, the top 3 that came up from the Championship have been so bad they go straight back down.
Sunderland, they are a very good side. They are a very, very good team,
mate. They're fan, and I said this before the Sunderland game. We beat Chelsea next week. We beat Chelsea next week.
At Chelsea.
No, it's at Tottenham. And you know what, Will? And tell you the truth, Will, if it had been in Chelsea, I'd have been even more confident. And the reason I say that is we've been to Chelsea 32 times in the Premier League. Mm-hmm. We've won once. Thomas Frank has been there 4 times and won 3.
Don't underestimate the Tottenham effect.
Mate, no, mate. There's no Spursy right now. We beat Chelsea next week. We beat Chelsea next week. And not only do we beat Chelsea next week, I'm doing the watch along with Ben in the studio. And me and Ben are so absolutely, like me, Ben here, so over the moon with Thomas Frank. My God, when we win, me and Ben are going to have a lot to say. And the people that want to say Frank out, that spam their chat and everything, they're going to want to wish that they'd never said anything. I have got receipt after receipt, bookmark. Big up, Wayne. I can't believe we haven't spoken since I've been over, mate. We'll sort that. We'll beat Chelsea, buddy. We will beat Chelsea.
I'm not going to get hyped up for it. I'm not going to get hyped up for it.
I am.
I'm not going to get hyped up. I'm going to see how we Chelsea have performances in like they had against Sunderland yesterday. They are not a finished article. They still have some wobbly performances.
And Angus, yes, I do. We're doing the double overview this season.
I'm not doing that. I'm not. I'm going to be a bit pessimistic for that one.
You be as pessimistic as you like. It's going to be set piece team against set piece team. Thomas Frank will have it. All sorted out. Mate, I'm not. Do you know what, Angus? I can't wait to ram shit down your throat. There's Spurs fans. There's Spurs fans that I'm rage baiting with. That I cannot wait. Mate. If you, do you know what? I look forward to you once again when you've come on and have to take your lumps. And believe me, when it happens, you are coming on, and you're just going to sit there. You're not going to say a word. It's going to be me for half an hour, just absolutely.
It's going to be you in a hula skirt dancing around with a couple of maracas.
Oh, mate, you see. You see.
23rd of November, which is a Sunday.
I'll tell you what, when we win that, I may do the longest Tottenham on tour stream ever.
But on that note, everyone, that is the end of our show. We will be back tomorrow on the Kauffie Company at 2 p.m. UK time. It's going to be a very fun show again. Like we're probably going to be talking about bathroom tiles and tiles in general, because I don't know, we've got nothing else to talk about. But thank you all so much for watching today's show. We will probably be back on Wednesday for a pre-match show of Spurs against Newcastle away from home in the League Cup. And it's going to be a fun show, I think. We like to have a bit of fun. We like to have a bit of fun here, and we like to converse with the chat. But, Aki, it's your time to close the flank therapy session.
Yeah, just a couple of things to say. I mean, before I do that, I don't even understand what people are talking about in this chat. I don't even understand my good man Wayne Holland saying that everyone thinks we're now prime Barcelona. I don't think we're prime Barcelona.
No,
I think we're fucking far from prime Barcelona. But we're winning games of football. We're third in the league, second best defence, joint top goal scorer or top goal scorers. I don't fucking care what style of football we play. I'd love to see free-flowing, brilliant, expansive football. But if someone said, right, you go to the North London derby and you play free-flowing, expansive football, but you don't know the score, or you put in a performance like Everton, give me that Everton performance every single fucking day of the week. Every single about points on the board. We've tried this, play football, play the beautiful way. We haven't got the players to do it right now.
Yeah.
So the only thing to do is to literally do what we do. Then I see Angus going, you reckon you'll beat the best defence in the world? Have you never heard on the best team in the world? Derby Day form goes out the fucking window.
Yeah.
We have the second best defence in the league, brother. The second best defence in the league. Right now, we play you in 3 games' time. Things could change. You could get injuries. We could get injuries. We are going to the Emirates with a manager that will have us structurally organised to keep shape. We literally are very, very hard to beat right now. We've lost 2 in 14. 2 in 14. We are going to the Emirates probably in a better position in a manager's first season, positionally wise, tactically wise, set piece wise. Paulinho will be there. I've seen games at the Emirates where Dembele has held the Emirates on lockdown. Paulinho can do that. Derby Day. For Angus, that doesn't. Oh, you're so stupid. That doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean we played. Oh my God. We played 9 Premier League games. There's 38 to go. You've had a very, very good start. No one's denying that. That does not mean, do you know what? You're going to win the North London derby. It means absolutely nothing on North London derby day. We'll beat Chelsea. We'll beat the filth. And when those 2 things happen, Arsenal fans, I am going to be goddamn unbearable to you. And Angus, you are going to take 99.9% of it on all social media platforms. And then all the Frank doubters or Frank outers, all the ones that will say, oh my God, this is regression, not progression. It's boring. Mate, I am going to be literally wiping the floor with all of them.
It's going to be very, very interesting because, as we know, Arsenal don't score goals in open play. They're the 15th in the league goals for open play. If we can limit their amount of set pieces they get, but we're good at defending set pieces at the moment. Of course, things might change. Things might change. We might get injuries. Romero might be. I don't know. Romero, but it's going to be very interesting. It's going to be very interesting. Not at the moment, Scott. Not at the moment. They're first. We're third. That's not far better. They're 2 places above us.
Exactly.
They're 2 places. We can only go mathematically for where we are at the moment. We're doing quite well. We've got a few more weeks under the belt.
What is this Scott M about?
And
I was a dude.
You are.
He's Canadian.
It's going to be very interesting to see what happens. We could come up with something really, really weird, and it might work. That's the beauty of a Thomas Frank system. I didn't think we would take PSG to penalties. I didn't think so. I thought we were going to get battered by them.
We're 5 minutes away from winning it, let alone going to
we're
penalties.
5 minutes away from beating the best team in the world. And I know Angus is going to say Arsenal are the best team in the world. No, PSG is still the best team in the world. It's the reason why they are up there. They are the best team in the world.
Mate, do you know what? This is the thing. Scott, this season, Arsenal may be better than creating goal-scoring opportunities in open play, but we're the ones that are taking them. They're not taking theirs in open play. Like Ben said there, what are they, 15th?
15th in the league.
And we're 3rd for open play goals. We're 3rd. So listen, and the most important thing everyone knows on North London, mate, you can't, oh my good God, this guy.
He won't listen.
Guy, honestly, Angus, I don't know what's wrong with you. Honestly, and you're the one going on about, so when we talk about the goals from open play, it's and.
No.
But then you want to talk about when I say we'll score, oh, what, you reckon you'll beat the best defence in the world? So all of a sudden that stat matters. But the other stats that don't work in your favour don't matter. Oh, Angus. Do you know what?
If we can limit the amount of set pieces, we can limit the amount of set pieces, I want to end the show because we want to close it.
I just want to say one thing to Angus first. I just want to say, do you know what, Angus? I normally want to win the North London derby for so many reasons. Obviously, the biggest game of the season. I hate them, blah, blah, blah. You are the number one reason why I want to win the North London derby. Not because it's our biggest rivals. Not because it's the biggest game of the season. Not because I hate the filth. Nothing more. Nothing more. Nothing less. If I do any YouTube videos or I go on any TV networks or whatever I do, and they say, how important is it for you to beat the filth?
I really hope you got
I'm going to turn around and just go, this year is more important than anything, just so I can ram it down Angus McDowell's face. That's what I'm going to say. That will be my exact words. My exact words on all networks, all social media. The North London derby is a huge game. Let's do it. Let's beat the filth. And I'm going to say, the most important thing is the win, so I can ram it down Angus McDowell's face.
Indeed. But on that note, we are going to end the show there. Brian finally closed the Frank therapies. Actually, thank you all so much for watching today's show. And as always, if you're summer, what the Kauff is brewing. Take it away, Aki.
For all the Frankaholics, I'm going to close the Frankaholic session. I will say, Thomas, Frank, Thomas, Frank. Let's win the North London derby so I can ram it down Angus' face. And as always, Levy's gone. Oh! Tottenham talk.